Growing a business is kind of tricky right now. Supply chains are squeezed, tariffs and trade policies are dynamic, and cash flow, it's tighter than ever. You need clarity to come out on top. Without it, you risk falling behind. If only you could hop in the DeLorean and see the future, right? Thankfully, there's NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite has real-time forecasting to help you move ahead with confidence. This is your AI-powered business management suite and the #1 cloud ERP. Trusted by over 42,000 businesses, NetSuite brings accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR all under one roof. It's your single source of truth, giving you the data and control you need to move quickly. And with AI built in, you can automate the busy work and focus on strategy. NetSuite helps you see what's stuck, what it's costing you, and how to pivot fast. If I were running a business with a lot of moving parts, I'd use NetSuite for full control over everything. Tame the chaos with NetSuite. If your revenues are at least in 7 figures, download the free ebook, Navigating Global Trade, 3 Insights for Leaders at netsuite.com/SPI. That's netsuite.com/SPI. You spent months building towards launch day, but when the clock hits 0, your site crashes. Bots swarm, and loyal fans rage on Reddit. That's not good. Fanfare was built to stop that. Fanfare is the drop platform made for high-pressure moments, stampede-proof infrastructure, verified waitlists, and bot filters that actually work. Instead of refunds and rage, you get retention and revenue. And that sounds great to me. Your next launch shouldn't be a gamble. Get Fanfare's 5-step hype drop playbook and learn how to bulletproof your drop at fanfare.io/playbook. Again, that's fanfare.io/playbook. Congrats, your business is doing great. All your hard work is paying off, but you need help like now, and you have to hire fast. How can you hire amazing candidates quickly? Easy. Just use Indeed. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed sponsored jobs help you stand out and hire fast. And with sponsored jobs, your posts jump to the top of the page for your relevant candidates so you can reach people you want faster. And it makes a huge difference. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. One of the things I love most about Indeed is that it has one of the largest databases of job seekers, giving employers access to a wide range of candidates. And with job alerts, I get notified when new candidates apply. And with Indeed sponsored jobs, there's no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts, and you only pay for results. So how fast? Well, in the minute that I've been talking to you, 23 hires were made on Indeed, according to Indeed data worldwide. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/smartpassive. Just go to Indeed.com/smartpassive right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/smartpassive. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring, Indeed, is all you need. This is a Smart Passive Income podcast with Pat Flynn, session number 15. Let's rock it out.
Welcome to the Smart Passive Income podcast, where it's all about working hard now so you can sit back and reap the benefits later. And now your host. He tweets in one hand while holding a baby in the other, Pat Flynn.
While DIY website tools are everywhere, most fall short on design and performance. Hit publish. Framer ships your site worldwide in seconds. No code, no compromises. Framer is a powerful, user-friendly platform that delivers developer-level results without writing a single line of code. Make your designs move and convert with Framer. Framer brings your site to life with powerful animations, dynamic content handling, and a design-first approach that helps your site stand out. Framer is the design-first, no-code website builder that lets anyone ship a production-ready site in minutes. Browse hundreds of pixel-perfect templates or even design something of your own on a totally blank canvas. Add bold animations like appear effects, text effects, scroll and looping animations, and much more in seconds. And it's free to start. The built-in AI handles the heavy lifting of generating starter layouts and can even translate your entire site to any language. On the back end, you'll get responsive breakpoints, built-in hosting, a flexible CMS, and privacy-friendly analytics. Ready to build a site that looks hand-coded without hiring a developer? Launch your site for free at framer.com and use code SPI to get your first month of pro on the house. That's framer.com, promo code SPI. Framer.com, promo code SPI. Rules and restrictions may apply. Running a business means legal questions are inevitable. Is this contract or agreement solid? What can I do if a client won't pay me? Am I set up properly for taxes? Well, rather than trying to navigate all of this on your own or searching endlessly online, imagine having a law firm on your side without the high hourly rates. That's exactly what Legal Shield's small business plans offer. With Legal Shield, entrepreneurs get access to real legal support, contract reviews, collection letters, guidance on business formation, and even help handling IRS audits. Members can book consultations, upload documents through the app, and work with a provider law firm that understands small business laws in your state. You also get proactive help on tax and trademark questions so you can stay ahead of legal risks. And if a client delays payment, Legal Shield can send professional collection letters to help you recover what you're owed, all for a fraction of what traditional attorneys charge. Go to LegalShield.com/SPI or call 833-570-9980 to learn more and get big business legal support without a big business budget. That's LegalShield.com/SPI. Hey, everybody, what's up? Welcome to the 15th session of the Smart Passive Income Podcast. Thanks for listening in today. Now, I've got a lot of more awesome content for you in the future. I got some good podcast episodes coming up. I have an interview with a highly successful entrepreneur and author who actually retired in his early 30s, who preaches about passive income as well. So I'm really excited about that one. And then I've got something really special lined up where I have one session where I have maybe 6 or 7 interviews all in one episode, short 8 to 10 minute ones with a bunch of people who are finding success online with their own online businesses that have nothing to do with talking about or teaching making money online. And I'm really stoked about that one because I really want to show you that you don't need to talk about making money online in order to make money online. A lot of people assume this is the case because those are the people who are the most public about it. And I'll admit I'm one of those people who is now making money from my blog at smartpassiveincome.com, which wasn't initially the intention, but it's really cool now that I can do that. But like when I started in this business, it wasn't with the Make Money Online business. It was with greenexamacademy.com, which again helped people understand how to pass the LEED exam. Very, very specific little exam that people in the architecture industry take. So if you think you're going to make money online by talking about making money online, you better have experience in the industry already because you're going to be rehashing other people's information and you're going to get lost in the crowd. I mean, how I got popular in this niche was by using examples from my own experiences outside of the Make Money Online niche. So think about that first before you attempt to create another Make Money Online blog or a Make Money Online website. Just something to think about. So, sorry, I'm getting a little off tangent here. So stay tuned for those sessions in the future. Today, however, we're going to talk about the different types of passive income made online and what to expect from each of them. Now, when I say what to expect, I sort of mean the costs that are involved and how long till you might see some results and how one could get started if that's a passive income model you're particularly interested in. Plus, I'll try to throw in some tips and tricks from my experience to kind of help you get some results. Now, I actually had to go back and re-record this introduction of today's session because I was recording and I realized that I had way too much to say, that it was going to be a very, very long episode if I didn't break it into parts. So you're going to hear a few different types of passive income streams today, and the rest will be in the next session in the future, and possibly a third one as well. There's a lot of content here. It's just hard for me to stop talking about all this stuff because I get so excited about it, and I want to share as much information as possible with you here on the podcast, and I guess that's a good thing, though. So this is actually the session that I probably should have done in the beginning when this podcast started, or even when my blog started to get bigger, because actually I don't really have a good starting point for newcomers who come to my blog. So, hopefully this will become a good starting point for those of you who might be confused as to where to get started or what to do. And those of you who already have existing blogs and websites and are making money out there but aren't seeing the kind of results that you're expecting, this will probably be helpful to you too. You might be listening to this in the future because you emailed me asking me where to get started, and this is what I told you to listen to. So if that's the case, cool. Thank you for actually taking the initiative, and I hope this helps you. So before I get started, I'm going to go back to something that I talked about in session number 1 of the podcast, and that's my actual definition of passive income, because I think a lot of people assume what it is and have their own expectations with it, and I just want to kind of re-clarify for the purposes of this session what that is, because passive income models are exactly what we're going to be talking about. So passive income is income generated without having to trade time for dollars. That's the basic meaning of it, to me at least. And meaning, what I mean is, passive income businesses, if they're set up properly, somewhat automated, so that if I stopped working, I could still earn money. And this happens. I actually just got back from a staycation, not a vacation, but a staycation here in San Diego. My wife and I, we celebrated our 2-year wedding anniversary and spent a night at the Hard Rock Hotel here in San Diego, which is where I'm from, and that's why it's called a staycation, because you're kind of on vacation, but in the same area that you live in. Anyways, when I got back home today, I checked my email and saw that I had earned more money than I had spent for the entire weekend, which was totally awesome. I mean, the businesses that I have set up for me are continually earning an income without me having to be there. That's passive income working for me, in the real. So, I mean, passive income, just to clarify, it's not 100% hands-off. It hardly ever is. And that's the part I think confuses a lot of people. There is some sort of upkeep or maintenance involved after setting it up, but it's very minimal. I mean, how much time that is depends on your business models or how many businesses you have set up and how efficient they are. But take, for example, my site at greenexamacademy.com. This is, again, my site where I have my lead study guides and practice exams. I typically spend only a few hours on it each month. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, answering customer emails or checking analytics and setting up new pages and testing for optimization purposes. Now, just a few hours a month total, but it earns about $48,000, $4,000. I don't know if that came across as $48,000, but $4,000 to $8,000 a month from products I've created myself and some affiliate products as well. Another one is my security guard training website, which most of you know about from the Niche Site Duel. If you don't know what that is, you can check it out at nichesiteduel.com. That site, which is fairly brand new, currently makes about $400 to $600 a month, but I'm spending time on it now. Even though I could let it be, I'm spending more time on it now to increase that income because I know there's a lot more to be made there, which is pretty cool. So there are, however, some totally hands-off passive income streams, which I'll talk about more later in the session. So to sum it up, generating a passive income is the ability to make money without having to trade your time for money, or the ability to continue earning an income even when work has been ended or has been discontinued. Because, I mean, in a 9-to-5 job, when you stop working, you stop making money. And that's kind of the model we're trying to get away from here with the podcast and my brand and Smart Passive Income brand. So there's about 10 different models I'll be talking about to help you get started. Everyone is going to have different preferences for what model interests them most. So don't worry if some of these don't interest you or some of them don't fit the bill for you. I mean, really all you need is just to take one, hold on to it, really focus on it and be dedicated to it and not even worry about all the other ones that are going on out there, because there are a lot of different models, a lot of different opportunities to earn money. There's a lot of noise out there, a lot of information overload. It happens. So you got to stay really focused, pick a model that works for you, and just go with it 100%. If you come to a point where you are making passive income from that one, or you find you have some extra time to do something else, then you could try another one and diversify your passive income opportunities, which is something I'm really in favor of, obviously, if you've seen my income reports. I've got a hand in a lot of these models that I'll be talking about today, and I'll give you examples from my own experiences as much as possible. So here's the first one, and I know actually this is going to surprise a lot of you, because I know when people ask me, Pat, hey, what's the fastest and best way to make money online right now? I usually refer them to, what do you think it is? Actually, it's article writing for revenue sharing sites. I know it doesn't really sound like something I would say, but really though, well, I mean, before I even get to why, I mean, I hate that question. What's the fastest and best way to make money online right now? I really despise that question because it's very hard one to answer. I mean, immediately I can tell that the most important thing on that person's mind is the money. And it shouldn't be like that. It should be about trying to change people's lives, getting in front of people and affecting the most people as possible, making the internet a better place. And as a result of doing that, the money will come. So when people say, I want to make money now, it's really hard for me to answer that. But of course, that's what we all want. And like I said, I usually refer people to article writing for revenue sharing sites. Now, how this works is you go to a site such as infobarrel.com. I used to write for eHow. I used to refer people to eHow.com, but they've recently shut down their writers' compensation program. So now I refer people to infobarrel.com, and you basically write an article for it. Now, the site automatically scatters advertisements on your article when it's published, and every time someone clicks those ads, you get a share of that income. It's really easy. And the reason I recommend this, especially for beginners, is that you can get started right now. And it's relatively easy to understand, and there's very little setup involved. You can write an article, and because it's published on an established site with lots of authority in Google, you have a relatively much easier time getting your articles ranked and then obtaining traffic from the search engines and then getting clicks on your ads, as opposed to starting a blog from scratch and writing the same content on there and being hidden for a long time until you finally get seen by Google and all that stuff. So also for the beginner, it's great because you get to learn about keyword research and search engine optimization and writing content, which are three things that are very important for a lot of other types of income generation online. So you can learn with article writing, kind of establish your skills there, and then branch off with the basic knowledge that you've obtained and do things like affiliate marketing or niche sites or blogging, which I'll get to later in the program. And writing articles for these sites is absolutely free, so it doesn't cost any money. So that's another big deal with it, and why I refer beginners to it, especially beginners who say, I don't have any money and I need to get started right now. Furthermore, you see results a lot faster than a lot of these other techniques out there. I mean, the results won't be crazy. You're not going to make thousands of dollars overnight, but if you do it right, you can see little streams of income trickle in. And I remember when I made my first few dollars online, through AdSense and also through these articles. I was seeing 22 cents here, 75 cents a few hours later, and then a couple dollars by the end of the day. It was really, really, really encouraging to see. Even though it was a few cents, it's really encouraging to see, and it really got me fired up about all these other income streams that I'm involved with. Now, realistically speaking, if you say write one article a day for 30 days, and you might spend, it depends how fast you write and how much research you do on the topic. But, I mean, you could crank out an article in maybe 30 minutes. So 30 minutes a day for 30 days, you could potentially earn between $10 and $50 a month within the first couple months. I'm saying that realistically. I know you want me to say more, and you're kind of, if you think about it, for how much you would make per hour with 30 minutes a day for 30 days a month, $10 isn't much. But you can just let those articles stay there, and over time they're going to make more and more money, and as a result, your dollar per hour rating or your wage will go up. So later down the road, if you rate more and your articles start to climb higher and higher in Google, you will earn more. So just to give you an example, back when eHow was still good for writing these articles, I wrote 150 articles in a single month. This was December of 2008. And if you go back into my archives, you'll see I was writing a lot about eHow and this experiment I was doing. So I wrote 150 articles in 1 month and just let it be. And I just kind of waited to see what happened. And to this day, it's now February 21st of 2010. I've been earning an income each and every single month ever since I wrote those 150 articles. I haven't put an ounce of extra work in beyond those 150 articles in December of 2008. And this is, like I was saying earlier, one of those truly passive income streams out there because there is no upkeep or maintenance involved. Now, last month, I earned $371.39. This was my most profitable month ever from these 150 articles. And not only is it good, real passive income, but it's passive income that's continuing to grow. I mean, last month or 2 months ago, I guess you could say, in December, I earned $317. Again, this is why I recommend this for absolute beginners. There are, a lot of people actually making over $1,000 a month from these article sites, including InfoBarrel. And like with anything else, these are the people who are really putting a lot of hard work and smart work into it. And if I could go back into time and I knew 2 years later that I'd be making $300 just from that single month of work, I would have done another 150 articles in January and then another 150 articles in February and then every single month after that. I mean, it did take a lot of work, but now I'm seeing $371.39 a month for doing absolutely nothing. It's pretty awesome. So that's true passive income right there. So if you want to get started, head on over to infobarrel.com. If you want to go through my referral link, you can go to tryinfobarrel.com and register for an account. There are a lot of other similar sites to InfoBarrel if you wanted to give those a try. eHow, like I said, doesn't have their writers' compensation program anymore. They do have another program along with Demand Media, I think, but I don't think that's nearly as good. And you might get paid a certain fee per article, but it's not passive. And if it is passive, I think you can only write articles on a select number of topics, so there isn't any keyword research or anything involved. And you probably won't see as much income as a result. But you can also try things like associated content. There's a site called Bookisa, I guess, and there's Helium, just to name a few. But I mean, I like InfoBarrel. I've done a lot of research on them. I've spoken to the owners. They have the best terms for their authors, a very supportive staff willing to work with the authors to improve the site, a very supportive community. Go on there, go into the forums, and just ask, hey, how do I get started? And you're going to get a ton of responses. Actually, don't do that. Go into the archives of the forum. There's a lot of great information there already. And, you know, it has the most potential, in my opinion. It's climbing the ranks really fast. So before you write anything, before you write any old content, you know, like what you did yesterday, you know, that's not going to make you any money. You're going to want to understand that in order to make money from these article revenue sharing sites, you've got to write articles that contain information that people are searching for, specifically what people are typing into Google. Now, you want to give yourself the most potential to rank on the first page of Google for those topics and keywords, because that's where all the traffic is, which means picking topics that are being searched for but aren't too competitive either. So I could spend an entire, I could spend 6, 7, 8 hours talking about keyword research and how to do it. But my best advice is really to check out my keyword research webinar, which is free. It's just a replay of the webinar. It's totally free. You can check it out at keywordresearchwebinar.com. It'll walk you through the steps on how to find those kind of golden keywords and topics that people are searching for that aren't very competitive that you could rank for. And again, this webinar specifically isn't for article writing. It's mostly, I guess, for niche sites and finding keywords for blog topics and stuff like that. But you can use it for article writing as well. So again, that's keywordresearchwebinar.com. So you can find a topic that way using those strategies, write about it, making sure to put that keyword in the title of your article, obviously, as well as throughout the body of your article as well, especially in the first sentence. And also there's a way to add images and media to your article, and it's best to use pictures and videos that have the keywords in there as well. So if you're using an image, try to make the image have the same keyword as the file name. That's a little tip for you. And if you're embedding a video, find a video or create one yourself, put it on YouTube, and have the name of the video match the keyword you're trying to rank for as well. Again, all this just is done to show relevance to that particular topic, to that particular keyword to Google, so you can rank higher for that keyword. So after you publish the post or your article on InfoBarrel or wherever, your work isn't actually over yet. And this is where a lot of people mess up, or they don't give themselves a chance to make real money with these sites. And you have to do things like social bookmarking, which means signing up for sites like StumbleUpon or Delicious or Reddit, or finding someone who already has an account on those sites to bookmark your article. And also you can do things like some backlinking strategies that, you know, a lot of people who do affiliate marketing and niche sites do to rank higher in Google. And that means, you know, finding backlinks means finding other sites online that will link back to your article, which is another way, probably the most important way, that Google finds your site relevant to a specific topic and ranks you higher for those keywords. Now, I won't get into the detail about backlinking, but you can read my article about backlinking at thebacklinkingstrategy.works.com to read more about it. That just forwards you to the blog posts on my site. You can also go to the blog and look at the most popular posts, because that one has over 435 comments. So it's a good one. There's a lot of people there talking about the strategy, sharing how it has worked for them already. So again, you can check it out at the backlinking strategy that works. It's not a product or anything. It just forwards you to a blog post. So that's article revenue sharing sites. And I know that surprised some of you as far as, you know, what I recommend to start out with. But again, I say that because I want you to learn from it and kind of branch out and do other things, such as affiliate marketing. And that's what I want to talk about next. So affiliate marketing. So another passive income opportunity is called affiliate marketing, and that is making money from a commission that you earn by selling other people's products. Now, the absolute best part about affiliate marketing is that most of the time, 99% of the work has already been done for you. Now, the product has already been created. Again, you're selling someone else's product, so hopefully it's done already before you start selling it. All the websites and the whole checkout process and the delivery of the product and dealing with the customer, it's all done by the person or company selling that product. All you have to do to earn that commission is to get people to click on a specific link that was generated just for you with a special code attached to it that kind of signifies that it's from you. And then they're taken to the product site, and if a person buys, you earn a commission. It's that easy. And probably the most basic example I can think of is Amazon's affiliate program. So most of you know Amazon.com. They have millions and millions of different products on there. After you sign up to become an Amazon associate, that's just their fancy name for an affiliate, so don't get confused on that. So after you become an affiliate for Amazon, you can basically choose any product on the site or any page on Amazon.com, generate a special link for it. There's tools in there when you sign in as an associate. And anytime someone clicks on that link and makes a purchase, you get paid. Now, the cool thing about Amazon is that you don't get paid just for the product that they buy, but you get a commission on all of the products they buy, not just the one that you sent them to. So if you have a site about fly fishing and you send them to Amazon to buy a fishing rod, if they end up buying a baby crib too, you get a percentage of that baby crib as well. So it's pretty cool. Now, if this is the first time you're hearing about this, about affiliate marketing, it's probably going to open up a whole new world for you, kind of like it did for me the first time I heard about it. Just to get people to click on a link and you can make money. It's that simple. But I know it sounds simple and the concept is simple, and there are a ton of programs and courses and ebooks and products you can buy that make it sound really simple. But as I'm sure most of the experienced internet marketers listening to this will tell you, it's not that easy. It's not an easy button. And there's a lot to it, which I'll briefly go over here. Now, my first experience with affiliate marketing actually was a complete failure. This is back when I first heard about it, which was, I don't even remember, back when I joined mastermind groups, because that's where I heard about the term and I explored it. So it must have been right around the same time I actually started the Smart Passive Income blog, so back in 2008. Anyways, I'd heard about some products that people were affiliates for and they were doing really well. And, without doing too much research, I just jumped right into it. And, these were internet marketing products, which this one specifically had a $77 price tag and paid a $50 commission, or 50% commission, which is pretty good. That's like the pretty standard commission rate in the internet marketing industry. It varies from industry to industry, but 50% on a price tag like this is pretty standard. So, you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot. 50%, why would I give away $33.50 on my $77 product just like that? Now, well, to answer that question, it is, because that's $33.50 that you wouldn't normally have earned in the first place if you're the person selling that product and you're getting affiliates, because it's your team of affiliates that help spread the word about you and your product and help you reach more customers, customers who you would have never have reached otherwise if you didn't have those affiliates on board. So, when $33.50 is a decent chunk of change. There are $10 ebooks out there that offer 75% commission. Now, 75% sounds like a lot, but that's only $7.50, and it's not even worth the effort sometimes to promote it. A lot of people, you'll see, will not promote those types of things just because there's hardly any commission at all. And in case you were wondering what's the point of having affiliates if you have a $10 product, it's probably used more of a tactic to build a list, and generate more of an audience, not to make a huge amount of money from that ebook. Now, there's probably some higher ticket item within that ebook that are promoted, and that way, the affiliates get 75% on the front end for that cheaper ebook, but not the, $400 product that the ebook promotes inside. So, again, I'm getting a little off topic here. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry if I'm confusing. I just get really excited about talking about these types of strategies and seeing them in place and understanding why they're there. So, going back to that $77 product, what I did was I signed up for a Google AdWords account. Google AdWords is where you can create advertisements, the ones you see on the side of the page when you search for terms in Google that are highlighted or sometimes are at the top too. Now, you basically pay a certain amount of money every time someone clicks on an ad that you set up. This is what they call PPC, or pay-per-click advertising. So if my bid for a keyword, and you bid on the keywords that you want your ad to show up on, if my bid for a keyword was maybe 50 cents per click, and 4 people clicked on my advertisement, I would owe Google $2. So the idea here is to spend a little bit to get people to click on the ads and make more money from people who clicked on the ads and then purchased the product. So I linked to my affiliate link in AdWords, which I thought was pretty smart and sneaky. I bid on a few relevant keywords and set up a daily budget of about $100. So the keywords I was trying to rank for were actually really competitive. This is something I didn't understand with Google AdWords. There's a lot involved with it, a lot involved with how much you pay per click and all this stuff. It changes all the time. It's kind of like the stock market. So I ended up paying $2 per click, which I thought was high, but it was fine, I thought, because if I made $34 in commission for every sale, all I would need was one sale for every 17 clicks, and I'd be even. Now, I was pretty sure I'd get more than that. Well, after it was all said and done, I ran out of money because I was getting a lot of clicks, and I didn't even make one sale. So I totally failed. I spent a few more $100s because I was determined and tried different products, different keywords, and nothing was really working for me. And I know a lot of people are finding huge success with PPC affiliate marketing, but it just wasn't for me. I mean, this was my first experience with affiliate marketing, and I just hated it. Another reason why I hate it is because it's all behind the scenes work. I mean, it's all about working the system and finding the right keyword and how much to pay and all this stuff. And there's so much to it. It's not even all about the product that the ad is linking to, but it's also the copy of your advertisement or the page that your ad lands on matters. And I later found out that putting an affiliate link into your ad directly isn't really the best thing you could do. And I'm not even sure if they let you do that anymore, AdWords, but it's better to link to a landing page or some other page that includes your affiliate link. I'll talk more about that in a second. But some people are making a killing using the PPC strategy, but it's just not for me. It takes money to make money here, and it's really all about trading nickels for quarters, if that makes sense. You definitely have to love numbers in order to make it work, and even then, because I know I love numbers, it's very difficult to get into a good groove. But if you can do this and you find a campaign that works for you, you can just basically pump money into the machine and get more money out. If you find something that's paying, $20 for every $5 you spend, then you just pay $20 and make $100, and then you could pay $200 and make $1,000, pay $2,000 and make $10,000. That's how it works if you find the right campaign. So there's a lot involved with it. It's just not for me, and I don't like it because I don't get to put me in it at all. There's no Pat Flynn behind any of this. People don't know who's creating those ads, or they don't get to know me or any personality. It's just kind of working, trying to get in front of these people before they buy the product first. So it wasn't until I had started selling other people's products or doing affiliate marketing off of sites that I created first that I finally began to see success and results with it. So that's where I want to talk about now, is I want to talk about niche sites. So we're still talking about affiliate marketing, but more specifically within niche sites. So, these are niche sites that you create that talk about, specifically about one particular topic or niche. So, for example, solar energy panels or baseball bats or security guard training. There's a billion of them out there. So, on these sites, you're basically trying to rank for one particular keyword in Google. Sometimes maybe more down the road, but usually you pick one keyword that relates to that topic to start out with. And again, if you want to know what those keywords should be, check out keywordresearchwebinar.com. This is so you can help you find the ones that are being searched for, but also the ones that aren't as competitive and that you will potentially rank for. And by rank, I mean get your page on the first page of Google for that keyword, because that's where all the traffic is, on the first page. How many times do you go to the second or third, fourth page of results to look for to click on something. So I guess you could, thinking about it now, I guess you could set up a page and then do a pay-per-click campaign to drive traffic to it. But again, that costs money. And if you're not familiar with Google AdWords, like I said, you could lose a lot of money really fast. With ranking on the first page of Google, you're going to get traffic that is absolutely free. And it's also traffic that is highly targeted, which means they're perfect for your site because they looked up that word in Google and found your site. And because of that, they're probably going to be really interested in that topic. And if you offering products or something related to it, those types of people are going to be the people you want on your site. So the way you can make money from affiliate marketing with niche sites is, and this is pretty basic here, but by placing affiliate links, those links with those special code in it for products that relate to your niche, in your articles on your own site. If you build a niche site that targets a keyword like fly fishing, for example, and you were to rank for the first page for that keyword, actually, that would be totally awesome if you could rank for fly fishing, because I know that's a heavily searched for term, and you probably make a lot of money from that. But actually, to be more realistic, let's pick a long tail keyword related to fly fishing instead. Now, a long tail keyword is a keyword that people search for related to a topic that has a few extra words in there. It's smart to pick these because your site will have a better chance of ranking in Google because it's less competitive. And even though there's less people searching for them, you're going to get more traffic because, if you try to rank for fly fishing, for example, you're never going to get on the first page of Google. The first 10, I'm sure, are very, very authoritative sites that, Google's just not going to let you pass them. So let's say you have a site that's optimized for the keyword fly fishing rods, for example. That's a longer tail keyword. Now, you can even get even more long tail if you wanted to, but I'm just going to stick with fly fishing rods for this example. So from there, once you find the keyword, you'd purchase the domain flyfishingrods.com. That's preferable because it matches the keyword exactly and is a .com. .net and .org are next best. And after that, I add some modifiers to the website if those aren't available too. So, maybe like iflyfishingrods.com or something like that, or myflyfishingrods.com. I don't know. But really, I wouldn't go with a .co or a .info or a .cc or any of the other ones out there. They just don't have as much weight in Google. So, my security guard training niche site is at Security Guard Training HQ. That's the modifier.com. SecurityGuardTrainingHQ.com, and it's ranking number 1. So don't think you have to have an exact match domain. It does help, though. So you could do a one-click WordPress install when you use something like Bluehost. I want you to set up a WordPress site because it's the easiest to use. Make sure you have the keyword in the title of your page, in the description. I'd write a number of articles that relate to fly fishing rods, and then start your backlinking process. All this, I know I'm just flying by this, but you could go to nichesiteduel.com, and that'll walk you through exactly how I took my security guard training site from scratch all the way to number 1 in Google. Again, all totally free information, so check it out. It's very detailed, and that's why I'm not going into detail here. So, if I had my flyfishingrods.com ranking in Google, I could put some affiliate links on it and start to make some money. So, one thing I could do is maybe I'd go to Amazon.com's associate program, find some, really high quality fishing reels, write a review on them on the blog, and then link to the product on Amazon using that special affiliate link. And maybe I'd find a book on someone else's site that I could be an affiliate for, and that book is about fly fishing tips. And I could put a link to that in the sidebar, the side of my site, the sidebar of my site, so it's always there no matter what page people land on. This is how you could make money with affiliate marketing on a niche site that you create yourself. And again, it's very low cost. The only thing you really have to pay for is the hosting and the domain. I use Bluehost.com. They've been really good and well supported. You can check them out at smartpassiveincome.com/Bluehost. That's my affiliate link for that if you're interested. There's also HostGator, I know, is another popular one. And making money with affiliate marketing through niche sites is something that I've had success with. I've personally experienced success with it myself. Now, a lot of you already know about my security guard training niche site, which is making $400 to $600 a month That's primarily from AdSense ads on the site, although I am making some commissions from Amazon products as well. I have 3 other niche sites that I created since the security guard training site that do not have AdSense but have affiliate links for specific products. I'm not going to reveal what they are specifically. I know I reveal a lot on the podcast and on the blog, but I have to save some stuff for private, just in case. So thank you for understanding. But, they are each making sales, which is awesome. And those are direct sales. So people find me through Google, through I've optimized those sites for certain keywords. People find me through Google. They click on the links within my site, are taken to that product that I talk about on my site, and they buy it, and then I earn 50% on those sites, on those products. So, I think this is better than pay-per-click because you can actually use the niche site or your page that they land on as a way to show proof, or build confidence in that person that is on your page so that they are more likely to eventually buy that item, especially if you're doing a review site. I mean, a lot of people specifically create review blogs just for specific products because they know a lot of people are typing in the term, the keyword plus the word review in Google just to actually read a review about it. So if you can get in front of those people with a review site, confirm their desire to buy that product and give them an affiliate link to click on, that's huge. I mean, plus, like I said, this traffic is pretty much free and you don't need any money to get started out with. That's why I love this whole niche site idea, and then that's something I recommend after doing article writing, or maybe jumping straight to this if you have a little bit more time. Niche sites are good, and I'm having a lot of fun with the process, and you can see some good results relatively quickly. It took me about it took me exactly 73 days to get to number 1 for my security guard training site, but that, it will depend on the keyword that you choose, how you are in Google, in the Google rankings, and what kind of products or promotions you do on your site. Seriously though, like if you're really interested in affiliate marketing and niche sites, check out the Niche Site Duel. Again, that's all free information about how I took my security guard training niche site from scratch all the way to number 1 and how I'm making money from it now. So that's at nichesiteduel.com. Or I know a lot of you are actually looking for some coursework to help you get some clear direction from a very trusted source. I currently don't have a course on affiliate marketing. I am doing a course right now with Tyrone on specifically building niche sites, but that's a closed course right now, really premium, high-end, one-on-one working type stuff, and that's closed right now. We may open it up in the future. But a very good friend of mine, Corbett Barr, who you may remember from session 8 of the Smart Passive Income podcast, where we talked about how to get more traffic, he has, in my opinion, the top affiliate marketing course available for beginners right now. And what I love about Corbett is his course is totally no hype, and it sets realistic expectations, and it's just a one-time fee, which is nice. And I think this is why he and I get along so well. So anyways, if you're interested in Corbett's affiliate marketing course for beginners, you can check it out at topaffiliatemarketingcourse.com. Now, that is an affiliate link to his course, so I do get a commission from any of you who end up trying out his course. So that, again, that's topaffiliatemarketingcourse.com, and I'm sure Corbett would be happy to answer questions for you if you have any. So just leave them in the blog if you're interested. Now, I'm actually going to stop here today because, like I said, I had to break this down into different parts. It's getting quite long. It's already at the 40-minute mark, and I'm not even a third of the way through all the different types of passive income kind of devices out there that you can use to generate passive income. So we got a lot more to cover. So you can expect the next part of this series in the podcast very soon, where I'll start by finishing off the affiliate marketing part, and then I'm going to get into some stuff about blogging, and I'll answer the question, is blogging passive income? Which, there's a debate there, and I have a very strong opinion about that. Now, we'll talk also about membership websites, different types of software, such as iPhone apps, like I talked about in the last session, number 14. We'll get into that. We'll get into membership sites. Oh, I just said that. What else are we going to talk about? WordPress plugins and how to get started with those and other types of software, desktop software. We're going to talk about podcasting and even how you can turn services like design work and a lot of freelancing type stuff that you would think needs a human touch, how that can be turned into passive income as well. So I hope you stay tuned for that. That'll come up very soon. Now, finally, I would just like to take a moment to thank my buddy Cliff Ravenscraft from podcastanswerman.com. You've heard him twice here on the SPI podcast. I'd like to thank him for providing me with all of the great information about how to set up a successful podcast. I mean, the success of this show and how it has helped my brand would not be without his help. So thank you, Cliff. And I'm actually mentioning this here because Cliff wants to help you too. Now, if you're interested in setting up your own podcast, he's actually dedicating the entire month of March to a group of students to help them learn the right way to set up a successful podcast and learn everything there is to know about it. So I don't usually like to plug things like this here on the podcast, especially at the end, and do a really big promotion for it. But like I said, Cliff deserves a lot because he's helped me and hundreds of other people with their podcasts. So I'm really happy to promote his upcoming podcasting A to Z course here for him. So thank you, Cliff. This is the least I could do for you. So if you're out there and you're interested in starting a podcast, this is a premium course, everything about podcasting from A to Z. So if you're interested, you could check that out at podcastingatoz.com. Again, that's podcastingatoz.com. So good luck if you're going down that route. I mean, podcasting has been a lot of fun for me, as I hope you can tell. So that's it for today. Be sure to stay tuned for the next part of the series in the next session, where we'll keep going with all the different passive income methods. So until then, thank you so much for your support, and I wish you all the best. Cheers. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Smart Passive Income Podcast at www.smartpassiveincome.com.
I get it. You want to grow your business, but selling at scale feels overwhelming. You're drowning in complicated funnels, creating different lead magnets, or constantly posting on social media. And that gets exhausting fast, especially when you're trying to sell to hundreds or thousands of people. But what if you could sell at scale with a simple, powerful quiz? A score app quiz or assessment asks your audience key questions and gives them instant personalized results based on their answers. Your audience gets to know where they are now and shows them the steps they need to hit their goals. You can set up a quiz in minutes using Score App's templates and have a powerful lead magnet that'll do the selling for you. The best part is your audience actually wants to take this quiz, and you build huge amounts of trust before you even make a single offer. No hard sales, no chasing leads, just value at scale. Get 50% off the first 3 months using the discount code SPI. Just head to scoreapp.com/SPI. Again, that's scoreapp.com/SPI. Hey there, quick pause here because I have to tell you about a tool that completely transforms the podcasting workflow, Riverside. I get it. I used to juggle multiple platforms just to record one podcast episode. It was exhausting. Zoom for recording, Audacity for editing, and then a bunch of different apps just to create clips and social posts. I've tried other ones as well. They were okay, but they were clunky and super time-consuming. That's where Riverside has massively helped. I can do it all in one place: recording, editing, repurposing, one platform, one streamlined flow. I just log in, record with my guests no matter where they are in the world, and just like that, studio-quality audio and high-resolution video all in one. And get this, even if your Wi-Fi glitches, Riverside records locally on your device so everything sounds and looks crystal clear. But here's my favorite feature, Riverside's AI editing tool. You can remove silences and filler words with just one click, hours saved. With Magic Clips, Riverside also automatically finds the best moments and turns them into ready-to-post videos for YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, all without the extra editing. So if you're looking to level up your production quality and simplify your workflow, go to smartpassiveincome.com/Riverside and use code SMART to get 1 month free on the Pro plan. That's smartpassiveincome.com/Riverside, promo code SMART. It's built by creators for creators, and I think you're going to love it.